So there's a new sign on Regent Street in Leamington that's appeared in late May. It's Desai's Indian street food, chai and coffee. I'm sat in that very same establishment now, and I'm very pleased to have opposite me Smriti and Karan, who are two of the family members who run the cafe. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
So let's start out with why start a cafe in Leamington. Smriti, give us a little heads up on how you got here and what the experience has been so far.
We did look in a lot of places, but there was something about Leamington that there's a vibe here where it is welcoming. People are a lot more happier here. They communicate. There is a good uplifting environment around here, and it's a community thing around here. We decided that let's just do what we know as a family, and we know flavours, the things that we like and we think it works. That's what we've put on our menu. I'm a diabetic, so I want it, and whenever I get so frustrated when I go to places, if I want a masala chai, it's full of sugar, and if you want it without sugar, you're not getting the same flavours. So it means a lot to me that people that can't eat everything, they shouldn't be cut off. So we do have customers that are diabetic. And in the Indian community, there's a lot of diabetes. So we make our own masala. We roast it, we grind it. It's our family recipe that we've had for many, generations. And we make it per the requirement of the customer, so we can adjust the flavours. So we, as a family, like ginger and mint in our chai. The amount of people that I've suggested the mint to, and they've never tried it, and I'm actually shocked that some people haven't. But when they've had it, they're like, oh yeah, that's nice, but mint's not a flavour for everyone. So we do things like that, and we enjoy it, because we feel that people should be able to come in here. And I feel it doesn't matter what you're spending, you need to get your value for what you're spending. So people in the area, they've been so helpful in wanting us to do well. When they come in and they try the food, they're like, you've got to put that out there. You need to tell people this is what you are. So that's the reason why we rebranded. And we've used our family name because it's our flavours, it's our family's flavours.
So in terms of the setup here, it's a family-run business. Karan, tell us who does what in the kitchen? How do you avoid fighting all day, every day about who does what?
So yeah, when it comes to making the marinades, the curries, the chutneys and stuff like that, all of that my mum handles. When it comes to plating it up or assembling the chaats or doing the wraps and sandwiches, that falls under me. And the drinks we both cover pretty much, and when my brother and dad are in, they do the drinks as well.
So there's quite a few Indian eateries of one sort or another in Leamington. Smriti, how would you distinguish the food you offer here in terms of the cuisine or the region, whatever? How would you distinguish that from a lot of the other places you might come across around town?
Well, we're Gujarati, and Gujaratis typically have sweet food. However, we don't put sugar in our food. We actually don't. The only thing we do, I think, is the tea when asked. But I've noticed that some flavours are sweet, and that's the ingredients themselves. So we find a lot of customers say that, well, it's not sweet. I was expecting a sweet one. And then you'll get other customers saying, well, I wanted a spicier one. So that we do differ from state to state. However, we have been likened to Mumbai, which is the capital of street food in India.
So you also mentioned, Smriti, that you adjust, in addition to adjusting the sweetness of a dish, you can adjust the levels of spice in a dish according to what the customer prefers and their tolerances. Give us a sense of what extremes of spiciness you can accommodate within the food here.
So, because I do it from scratch. So when someone's ordered something, the curry's not ready. It's at that point that I can adjust it. So if someone says they want no spice, I'll check whether the flavorful spices, which are the dry ones, if they're okay with that. Because a lot of people associate the spice with just chilies. It's not. So a garam masala literally means hot spices. So they're heat in the body. But the chili is the one that I really do change. So if someone comes in, they're like, oh, I can do a spice, but not too spicy. So I'll be like, okay, so about 3 chilies is maybe what I would use. So when a customer says to us that, oh, want this level, so then I'll cut up X amount of chilies, and then I'll tell the customer that that's about 1 chili there, so we'll joke. But for future reference, just say that last time you had 1 chili, I can do with 2.
Right. I'll take a chili and raise you up. So, Karen, in terms of the menu here, the drinks, the food, do you have some particular signature items that you go, you know, if there's one thing you come in and try here, this is what you should have a taste of?
If we look at the drinks, it would without a doubt be the masala chai. That is our signature. Our spices, we buy our spices in whole and we grind them down ourselves. So that is something that is a family recipe that has been passed down for generations that we're now using. And when you look at food, for us, they're all signatures. They're all stuff that we've developed ourselves. If you're looking for something that maximizes your flavor and experience, I would go for a samosa chaat. So that's got a samosa in it that everyone knows about, so it helps bridge that gap between what am I eating. But then it also has all of the chutneys we make. It has a lot of the other components of other chats we have. So it's the best way to start.
So the masala chai and the samosa chat would be the 2 starting points, you'd say, if you're going to come in and have a taste.
Definitely.
That's the place to start. And Smriti, do you have a favourite dish yourself? If you're going to rustle up something that you're going to have to eat or drink, do you have a, this is my personal favourite?
Like I said, I'm diabetic. So I have, it's the equivalent of the dahi puri, except it doesn't have the puri and it doesn't have the potatoes. So it hits everything. So I'll just get myself a bowl of that and I'll be quite satisfied with that.
Lovely, that's nice. And Karan, do you have a favourite?
For me, I'd go for dahi puri is definitely my favourite chaat, without a doubt.
Right.
A, because I enjoy making that one the most.
Okay.
And I feel like it tastes the best as well out of all of them, as much as I shouldn't say it that way. And for a wrap, I do love the Jira chicken wrap that we make.
Lovely. So we're sat inside the cafe here. I guess there's probably about, 15, 20 seats inside. So nice cosy space. You also do takeaway, but very much, depends on the level of demand and how busy you are.
I think, as we've mentioned before, is that because nothing is kept ready to go out the door, for a takeaway, people's best bet is calling us up to place an order.
And this is street food, isn't it? I mean, street food is designed to be something that you eat there and then on the spot. So the ideal is, even if you're going to phone up and say, can you make something for me, you really would encourage people to take it, grab it and eat it as soon as possible, because that's the whole joy of the experience, isn't it? And in terms of your opening hours, just talk us through what are your days and what are your day and night days?
So Monday is the day we're closed. Tuesday we operate a reduced menu from 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Wednesdays and Thursdays our opening times will be 11 to 9. Friday, Saturday will be 9 to 9. And on Sundays it's 11 to 6.
Lovely. So there you have it. That's Desai's Indian street food, chai and coffee. You can tell both of these people take their food very seriously. They've clearly thought about what they're doing and they're very thoughtful about how they do it. So if you want to come and say hi to Smriti and Karan, try some of their signature dishes or anything from the menu, then pop your heads in. They're bang opposite Domino's on Regent Street. I'm sure they'll be delighted to see you. Both, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.